Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we're going to be talking about all the other crazy massive leaks that are floating around right now for this upcoming Sony event. This will be going on this Thursday. So we actually have a lot of news kind of go and cover, a lot of information that's been floating out around too as well. I'm going to try to give you guys all the expectations for us to be on the lookout for. And a quick reminder, this upcoming event on Thursday is not a state of play. State of plays are kind of like the more casual and like maybe one game focused type things. We've had those throughout the past year or so. This is a proper, think E3 level, Gamescom level, big event coming out from Sony themselves. So these big leaks and these big kind of future of PlayStation 5 and of course PlayStation 4 games are kind of looking pretty big and pretty saucy. So I'm going to give you guys all the updates on pretty much what we're expecting, all the leaks, all the rumors, and all of that all throughout this video. So if you guys will all sit back, relax, and enjoy, as well if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console controller, Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100, you guys go get free stock and free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below. Hope you guys all have a great day, and let's go and dive on into it. So the kind of big news that we've seen is going to be two major games that I'm extremely hyped up for individual, like unique PlayStation and Sony games. There's two of those that are major focus. We have one old school game that should be remastered that's also been making its way around town. And of course, also some other even old classic games too, mixed on in. So let's go and talk about it. So number one, probably the most important kind of thing that people have been seeing and kind of leaking on over here. Thank you for the Twitch follow. We'll be hosting up the event on Twitch if you guys want to follow. This will be that Thursday at around 3 p.m. my time. But the biggest one and one that I'm most excited for is going to be the God of War Ragnarok, which will be actually at the PlayStation 5 showcase. This is all hints. These are all leaks. These are all big rumors floating around. So basically, according to a reputable leaker, God of War Ragnarok is expected to make a surprise appearance at the upcoming PlayStation Showcase event. A popular leaker suggests that God of War Ragnarok will appear at the upcoming PlayStation 5 Showcase, which, I mean, in all honesty, like I've always said this, it's always kind of like, it's a big duh, because like, they've teased it and they've talked about God of War already. It's kind of a pretty easy leak to say. Like, I always want to say these leakers are kind of, I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure most people could probably assume this. So rumors of the God of War sequel's first appearance became circulating for quite a while. But basically, a lot of people are kind of on the iffy side for the 2021, ever since it has not been properly, like, physically announced so far. And of course, there's no means of guarantee that God of War will be actually revealing anything substantial, but its presence wouldn't be outside the norm, too, as well. So this is kind of the thing I was talking about for you guys. It actually has been confirmed that this Thursday, there will be a PlayStation event going on. They did go and say officially on the PlayStation website, it'll be 40 minutes long. It will not reveal anything about the PlayStation VR2 headset, which kind of makes me a little bit on the sad side because I'm quite hyped up for that too as well. And also a lot of people are saying it's going to be focusing on PlayStation 5 games coming out throughout this holiday season. But as well, a lot of people are hyping it up for like the future. Think like early 2022 and 22 and beyond as well. So very cool. So some of the major things, of course, is maybe a little bit more Horizon Forbidden West mentions, which would make sense. They just announced the pre-orders. The PlayStation 5 port for Grand Theft Auto 5, which would also make sense. That is coming soon, confirmed. And also the fresh rumor for God of War Ragnarok. So basically over here, I'm just going to give this like Nick whatever. Sony will debate the first look at God of War Ragnarok and the play case 2 over here. It's then confirmed if this will be in the form of gameplay, just a cinematic trailer. So once again, basically, like there's like nothing kind of crazy in that one, but a lot of people are assuming for God of War. I don't want to give these people credit because just everything about this just looks, it's the most obvious thing. I'd be able to say that myself. But anyways, some more intriguing news besides that, like those people are shams. Like I can say that myself. I've been saying that for months. Like it's not a big deal. So basically, new Infamous game. This is actually new stuff that I'm like, okay, this is actually kind of new. I can kind of vibe with this. New Infamous game rumored to appear at PlayStation Showcase. So now leaks and website registrations point to a potential announcement this week. So now this is a little bit better over here too as well. We'll give another Nick over here too. But this once again, the website's been floating around. Basically, a new Infamous game could be revealed this week, according to a rumor from a leaker with Form when it comes to a series developer Sucker Punch. Xeric's co-founder Shrapnel Nick took to Twitter yesterday, September 5th, to say that although we couldn't get confirmed, there's a chance we could see Infamous make a return at Sony's showcase on over there. Now, even though the rumor isn't exactly ironclad, even the tweet says to take it with a grain of salt, they also had some other stuff mixed on into as well, mixed on in. So basically, I think the bigger stuff to kind of note for all these, the other reason why this rumor has gained a little traction is that it's been noted by a few accounts that Sony has actually renewed the infamous webpage domain last year. While there's almost certainly a way for PlayStation to make sure no one else is going to nick the domain, at least it's a sign that Sony hasn't forgotten about it too as well. So we've actually been seeing like proper website updates, and with a brand new event on the way, that once again also makes quite a bit of sense too on top of that. So very, very nice. We also saw this all floating around too as well on the internet too, mixed on in over here. So it was updated on June 29th. So it was moderately recent in all theory, and also did go and show that they did go and officially retire some other websites in the last year or so. So you would think if there's nothing in the works, it would make sense of why it actually might be leaked and mentioned. So good thing to be on the lookout for that too as well. We also did hear very baby small rumors for some other of the various old school titles, such as, you know, like the old like Sly Coopers. We have not had anything confirmed on that, but if I do see that announced, I'll be very hyped up for that. As well, Alan Wake. This has kind of been the overall gaming rumor for the past few days. Alan Wake Remastered might be coming out on PlayStation Plus, as well as also might be even coming out in the first place. So the Alan Wake web remaster is actually leaked on the retail web stores, which is usually kind of a big sign because places like Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy, GameStop, etc. don't usually go and update a lot of their upside listings when it comes to this type of stuff, mainly because like, you know, like they're not going to go and spend time to like pay workers to go change stuff if there's nothing coming. But as we have had that confirmed that they changed some stuff over there too as well, and also Daniel Ahmed also tweeted that it will be announced next week, which would also make a lot of sense too because these next few upcoming days, the PlayStation 5 showcase is going to be happening up this next week too as well. And from the retail store leaks, we actually did confirm the date is October 5th. And that's also, once again, the same day that October PS Plus games become available, are released, and are mentioned on top of that. So basically, it also may be coming to PlayStation Plus, but even if it's not coming out on PlayStation Plus for the remaster, remake, or whatever, there's been so many rumors floating around when it comes to it that it does make it look a lot more on the likely side too as well, which is always very cool for that. Some other kind of interesting stuff, and this kind of comes from 4chan, which you guys, once again, take all this stuff with a grain of salt. But basically, there's been some pretty big leaks kind of floating around too for more Shadow of the Colossus remakes again. Now, if you guys never played this game is basically a big cult classic where it's just you basically fight really big, huge, gigantic monsters. It's almost like a puzzle game rather than a fighting game, sort of ish. It's like a story game too as well. It was a fun experience. I'd played this before. But throughout these past few weeks, we've actually been seeing a lot more individual leaks when it comes to either like new huge mobs you have to go and fight and kind of deal with, other big things, other big puzzles, and more additional content too as well. Basically, people are seeing all this type of stuff and like slightly better graphics, and all of this has been kind of coming on out too as well. And also a lot of these different various areas. So this is kind of more so from the old school game that they kind of left out on content, but they want to maybe go and remake it, remaster it in a new, brand new version. So a lot of people are looking at all this type of stuff because it's like, hey, this is all stuff we could literally have inside the game. And it does look creepy. I'm not sure if you guys can kind of agree on this, but we've been seeing a lot of these different like old school leaks kind of coming on out, which kind of have in relation towards the brand new game / remaster. I think one major big character that no one's ever really noted was this huge looking like War of the Worlds type spider looking monster that's also kind of floating around. So some people are very on the stretch, either assuming there will be an announcement for another Shadow of the Colossus remake / remaster floating on here too as well. And of course, too, on top of that, we'll probably have some more information too from like Shinfu and other various places such as like Stray and a few of those other various games that we've kind of seen, kind of like touched on before, kind of how I was talking about too as well with like the God of War, where it's like kind of a duh. You're probably going to get some sort of an update on that. Horizon, kind of a duh. They just announced the pre-orders for it and all the other type of stuff. But I think the infamous rumor is probably one of the more intriguing ones because that was a very beloved series. And as well as same thing with the Alan Wake 2 as well. And hopefully we could work in some other stuff too, because as I mentioned, we even saw some stuff like Sly Cooper that is kind of overdue. The rumors are there. And there might be also a few little bit like smaller mid-tier games that we can be expecting, and maybe more Call of Duty news and maybe Battlefield news too as well. So this upcoming Sony event is looking kind of good. Once again, it's not a state of play, it's a proper normal event itself. So it does kind of bump up the likelihood of there being some big announcements, maybe some big hardware announcements, and also maybe some big updates for games. And once again, kind of things like God of War, etc. So I want to hear your thoughts. Hopefully you guys are pretty big and excited for all this stuff. Hopefully this will be a little bit more than just these 1 or 2 leaks we've been seeing. I'm kind of hoping for maybe some new IPs, or at least new rehashed IPs for it. But give me your thoughts, expectations, and all that down below. Make sure you guys follow me up on Twitch too as well. If you guys want to have a nice co-stream without the crazy chat or my opinion, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console controller, Twitter and Twitch stream as I mentioned. Go follow those on up and sign up for Weeble. Deposit $100. You guys go get free stock, free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below. I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you guys up on the next one.